on parade. One of our viewers wrote us saying, my cat Charlie uses the doggy door to go in and out of my fenced backyard. And we have a bird feeder out there. And every now and then Charlie will leave a dead bird on my bathroom rug. I almost faint at the sight. I want to scold Charlie, but he looks at me with such pride. What is and why is he doing this? And joining us today to explain this feline phenomenon is our cat expert, Liz. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Always good to be here.
Yes, you got our little friend, kitty friends here.
I do have our friend Skittles today.
Who's a very handsome little tabby. Now, this is an all too familiar story for people who have indoor-outdoor cats, and oftentimes they bring little critters in the house. What are these kitties doing, especially if they have a full bowl of Friskies right inside waiting for them?
Well, cats are hunters, and they're going to hunt whether they need the food or not. So this is a pretty common thing for them to do. And no one really knows the reason why for sure. It is a good thing, though. It's basically bringing you a gift, or they're doubting your hunting abilities, and so they're making sure that you get fed by providing the deal.
I see. How generous and kind of them. They're such thoughtful little hunters. So I've heard that some people will try to prevent their cats from actually catching the prey by maybe attaching a bell to their collar. What do you recommend?
You can do the bell on the collar. You can also get a really bright collar. Birds especially see bright colors. That's why they like flowers. So if you get a bright collar on your cat, it's a really good signal for those birds to see that cat coming before he gets close at all.
That's very good advice, yes. And I'm sure those are all around in pet stores and things.
Pet stores, you can make them. You can order them online, yes.
Very good. More reflectors, the better.
Right.
The brighter, the better. So, I mean, obviously we want our kitties to probably stay indoors if we want to ultimately resolve this whole hunting issue. But how do we make them feel content inside?
Well, that is a challenge for indoor cats because they are avid hunters. They like to do it. So what we need to do is bring that hunting skill and technique into them, so we can do things like provide different elevations for them to climb, just like they would be climbing a tree or climbing your fence if they were in your backyard.
These are some really cool ideas. I see people using shelves to the kitties to climb up on.
Right. Cat furniture has gone a long way. You don't have to have that gaudy carpet-colored cat tree if you want. You can put shelves on your wall. It saves your floor space and still gives the cat lots of areas to go hunt.
And, I mean, play. I mean, they can have things to climb on, but ultimately they want to stalk, they want to pounce, they want to play. So what do we do to keep them content and still, you know, encourage those hunting behaviors and instincts?
Play is really important. There are a few things you can do. When you're not home, hide treats and hide toys around the house so that your cat has to hunt them. Don't leave a mouse laying in the middle of the floor. No self-respecting mouse would sit there. Put it against the baseboard. Put it kind of hidden underneath the couch so your cat has to hunt it.
Absolutely.
When you are home, wand toys are fantastic, and this is one of my favorites. This is a Nico fly, and little Skittles was hanging out with this earlier, but he might be bored. So what you want to do with a wand toy is you want to mimic the prey that the cat is hunting. You don't want to just hang it in front of their face. That's annoying. It's cute when they bat it, but they're really batting it to get away. So if you make the bug crawl along the floor, that looks like a bug, and that's more likely that he's going to hunt it.
Yeah, that does actually really look like a bug there.
This one actually scares me a little bit.
And feather wands are also really good if you make them flutter like a bird.
Exactly. Feather wands go good in the air. Bug toys go good on the ground. So you have to find your cat's personal style. But if you mimic the natural motion of the prey, it's much more inviting for the cat and much more satisfying. And then if you give them a little treat at the end of the play session, that makes them feel like they actually caught it and got to eat it.
That's wonderful advice. Oftentimes I will take my cat's condo and I like to decorate it with different hanging toys to keep it, you know, interesting and fun. I change out the toys. I mean,
changing out the toys is critical because, you know, just like kids, cats get bored with the same thing over and over. So keep a stash hidden away, change them on a regular basis. You can also introduce new smells to them. You know, stick a pine cone in your house that came from Flagstaff. That's fun for them. That's interesting.
That's great advice. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, for sharing a little bit of your with us and how we can figure out these complicated felines.
You're very welcome.
And you can get more information by visiting our website, azhumane.org. Lots of tips on just those quirky things that our feline friends do. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We have kitties and rabbits and pretty little dog like Pearl here.